Hello again. Long time. I'll try my best to finish this painting now, because it's been sitting up there for quite a while, so let's try our best. My plan was to repaint these two lines up here. They are rather dark and I don't enjoy that. I'll try to add red here and possibly some bright blue, mix them together and then transition to purple with some white. So let's get to mixing the colors. This time I'll try my best to at least show a bit of the mixing, because it's been a mix up. Sometimes I've shown more, sometimes less. A bit of this primary red cadmium, some of that. I set blue. This is cerulean blue. I apologize, I'm not that great at pronouncing. I should maybe practice more, which means speaking, which actually means that I'm doing just exactly what I should be doing. Wow. Okay. So there we go, we have the colors. And I have some oil here. And I think I'm just gonna go and try to find the color I want from here. I'll have to do it with both hands because it feels rather awkward without it. Oh, now great, it's turning into brown mess. What a lovely color. That's just yeah. I'm not gonna say anything more. White. If that don't fix it, I don't know. I'm gonna be upset. Yeah, it's still kind of crazy looking. Well, I guess I'll have to try. Yeah, it's just like I really don't know what the color is. Is it brown? I think so. So that was a really, how would I say, the worst outcome I wanted. But I'm not giving up yet. I'll do what I said I'll do. I'll repaint this. Well, one time, but we will go with the red. We'll apply some red on top of this. I'm sure we'll find the color we're looking for, because well, at least in my experience, it will come in time. You just need patience and lots of paint, which is kinda obvious. Well, it is. It's different now. It's not what I wanted, but different. I'll add some primary red cadmium here. Splash of that. There we go. And just to no, I don't wanna swim in the paint. I was thinking about oil, but there's a drop of oil I have here. Okay, I'm trying to go into the red now. At that red here, which seems to be somewhat working. Hey, who would have guessed? And there's a big glob. It's spreading nicely. I'll have to go on. Yeah, it's not 100% what I wanted, but I'm gonna say that it's only a part of the process, because it is better than what I had earlier. You see, when you progress on a painting, I think it's always positive. It has that that red shade I wanted now. There's so much of this. So much of this color that I think I'll get a painting from back there and continue that one, because I think this one I'll wanna go with the purple here, but I don't wanna mix it in this crazy color, so I'll get a painting from back there. Right now. Here's a rather new painting, and I'll spread this around, and I'm thinking I'll switch my brush a bit, hoping I can get some of this paint on the cup here. Yeah, that's good. My favorite brush, it's the worst one, but it looks the worst, I'd say. It's not the worst, it's really good, but yeah. It has very stiff those bristles, so spreading oil paint is a real pleasure. I think you've seen me use this brush before, and I'm going in hard, like pushing the brush into the canvas, so the oil really spreads, and I like it. It's quite different painting with oil versus water paint, acrylics, gouache. Because of the coverage, how powerful the pigments actually are. You can paint on top of another color and it just vanishes. There's no transparency, or they will mix, the colors will mix, but usually it's the full coverage. I think I've said a word or two about this earlier, if I remember correctly. There we go. That was a quick one. Now there's some left, but I'm not that worried anymore. I'm gonna switch the paintings now and go with the original one I was finishing, not that one. But it's always like, always you should have, well, at least in my opinion, you should have extra canvases and or paper or something to use your paints, like your, how would I describe it, not extra paint, but the paint that happens to be in between. Well, kinda extra, yeah, now that I think about it more clearly. Anyway, I'm just rambling on because like I've said many times, it's quite hard to actually try to only paint. Well, for me it is, but I don't know about you. You should try this and report back to me. How was your experience? Okay. There's my color I wanna go with. Actually, well, let's see first here. It is quite nice. It is like the same color I have painted the background with, which is I'd say maybe a bit worrying, because now I'm painting over this line I had already. I wanted the line here, but in some different color, not all in that black, but if it's the same color as the background, then I'm not satisfied with that too, that either. Well, we're gonna see. I'll do the same trick I did with this one too. I think I'll add some color and try to change the outlook that way. But what color? That's actually the question. I think it will be blue. I'm thinking it will be blue. And I'm actually thinking that this one also needs kind of a upgrading, which is what I'll do with this. I'll go with this violet one here. Now it's gonna look either simply amazing or just pure garbage, but you will see soon. This is, well, for me this is the kind of the joy of art. I just experiment. Of course I care about the outcome. I'm sure everyone does. But I really don't think about that much about the way to achieve the outcome. Well, I do, but you know, I had the vision. I said what I would do. I would mix red, blue and white. Well, it turned out not that great, but I went with it anyway. Now I'm painting here with the violet. I mixed violet and white. And I think it is looking better than what I started with. In my opinion, again, in my opinion, it's very important to acknowledge that I am the one judging this painting. Well, obviously you are too, watcher, but I'm sure you understand that what I judge has more weight in the process of painting this painting. When it's ready and finished, then my opinion fades a bit, and the general public has more opinion. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now, some blue. Cerulean blue. Imit. I don't know what the imit means. Maybe imitation. Let me know if you know in the comments. So, I have the blue here. And I'm gonna try to do the earlier trick here. I'm gonna go with the blue on top of the violet or the black, possibly quite a bit of both, so that I can get the line like I want. And now that we are here 20 minutes in, I'll have to say that yeah, it's looking better than I started with already. And continuing my train of thought on the process and the making of the painting, it is important to keep going. Like, you just start to paint and watch where it leads you. If something feels not quite right, like this did not feel really not quite right, I just went on with the next idea that I thought, yeah, that might make the painting better. Again, in my opinion, that is the eternal question. Whose opinion is the greatest here? Of course, it's the painter's while painting, but not, I think not when it's finished. And doing this, following the process, like continuing painting, I feel is very important. You will, well, I've got the hang of it, I hope, because I feel my paintings progress in a way I want, so I enjoy the painting and the making. Okay, it is now kinda what I wanted. Not 100% no, but it's there. I think this painting will be finished with a very bright red line here, which will come next, but first the blue. We need to get rid of the blue. So it continues. You've seen this quite some time, quite many times already. We take the next painting in line and give it a good paint down. And I'm gonna change the brush soon. I'm just trying to get rid of the extra color or the extra paint on this brush. Okay, there we go. It still has some colors, but okay. I'm gonna get the best brush I have and just again go to town. And you can see the blue is quite dark now because I squeezed that smaller brush with the soft bristles. It had lots of this color in the brushes still in the bristles, so it darkens it, but you know, that's quite simple stuff. There we go. Oily spot. I thought I'd name this painting Oily Spot. Not really sure yet, but that's what was the initial thought, because oil is that, kind of like that, it leaves oil, I'm oil paint, it leaves a oily spot everywhere. Painting it, yeah. It's like spreading oil at times. Okay. There we go. And a bright red is next. We will leave a bit of everything on the cup. try my best to clean this brush here. It's not always gonna be perfect. Well, very rarely it is. So here we go. Okay. Now I think what we need is that good bright red, and a drop of oil, only a drop. There we go. I'm trying to clean the brush of camera a bit. You can see I think I've shown you this many times. It's the oil container I have for, well, oil, linseed oil to be exact. I think I've said that too many times, so there we go. Okay, now change the paintings and paint. That's the order of business here. I added some red. I'm not sure if it's enough. I hope it is. I don't wanna add any more because this is supposed to be the last layer that I'm painting here. But if it has to be, so it will be. I mean, adding more paint, if it comes to that. You will just go with the process. And I'm adding the red here. Really, it's the worst focus I've ever seen. I'll try to find a better view. Really should have a proper camera for filming, but what can you do? I don't otherwise. Well, I enjoy photography, but not that much. Okay. Oh, I just realized I could have tried to use a palette knife here to spread the paint, but I'll go with the brush now that I'm taking it. There's like a half, almost half, a bit over half to paint, half line. Now it's there. Now I'm almost over it. Gotta move it a bit. There we go. And what is happening here is that the red I have in my brush, in the bristles, it's starting to mix with all the other colors, and I see very not bright red, I see dark red, or original color. But hey, it is the enjoyment of oil colors that they mix so very well, and it's also kind of their pain, but there's nothing to it if you know it, right? Okay. As I look the painting now, I think it's good. I'll have to say, yeah, I achieved what I wanted. I had the idea of red, blue, some white here. Well, they mixed into very how would I call the color? A unwanted one. But it changed the outlook of the painting. And continuing the process, we got there eventually. There's the red and there's the, well, it's purple, but it's not full. It's not blue like I originally wanted, but it's okay. And the last line is, now it's blue and quite of black, some black here, there also, and the violet here, or the purple there, it's the same as the background, so it's okay looking. So I am quite happy with what I've achieved here, and I'm thinking this painting is I think it's ready. I will look at it for a while and I will determine or make the decision if it's ready or not. I'm thinking it will be, because I finished these, and these were the two things I wanted to change the last time, or this time, however you want to think about it. These lines all here up to the bottom, which is the blue, kind of blue and black line, they are good, and I'm quite satisfied with them. And now these are starting to be satisfying to my eyes too, the top ones. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.